Let me read again. I'd like to sort of stay focused on what this means for American consumers who make up traditionally the health and the resilience of our economy. This is new reporting in Bloomberg. Quote, Trump to keep 30% China tariffs in place until late in 25. Quote, U.S. levies on Chinese products imposed this year will likely hold at 30% through late 2025, according to a Bloomberg survey that had 22 respondents from a mix of Asian, European, and U.S. fund managers, banks, and research firms. While much lower than before the thaw this week, the current rate is high enough to wipe out 70% of Chinese shipments to the world's largest economy in the medium term. That's a projection from Bloomberg Economics. I also have this reporting that I think, Justin, I'm going to need your help explaining from CNBC, that the stacking of tariffs pushes the true cost for retail goods much higher than 30%. Prices that we pay on the sticker or on the tag of a sweater isn't just going to be the price before while Joe Biden was president, plus 30%, the Trump tariff tax. It could go up by 46%. A cotton sweater, that's 16%. Most favored nation, plus the fentanyl and reciprocal tariffs. Women's bathing suits from China face a tariff of 54.9%, 24.9% most favored nation, plus the fentanyl and reciprocal tariffs. A baby's dress that's made in China faces a tariff of 41.5%, 11.5% most favored nation, plus the fentanyl and reciprocal tariffs. There have been tariff announcement after tariff announcement after tariff announcement. Trump again today on camera talking about a letter that will be on top of the other tariffs he's already announced. Just talk about how that layers into the price tag on an item at Walmart or another retailer.
Right. So all of those numbers you read were just very confusing. So let me deconfuse them. I want you to remember all the way back in time to the start of January of this year. Back then, we did have tariffs on China. There were tariffs that the first Trump administration had put on. There were tariffs that the Biden administration had continued or put on, and there's even tariffs from earlier. Those tariffs on average are probably about 8%, but they're higher for some things, like it sounded like girls' dresses, and they're lower for other things. So those tariffs are there. Then Trump comes along and says, I know how to prevent fentanyl getting into the US. I'll put a 20% tariff on China. That is a tax on Americans importing goods from China. So now all of those numbers go up by 20. And then he added his Liberation Day tariff of another 10. Well, he actually added a lot more and then brought it all back down. Let me tell you what it does mean on average. It means on average the tariff rate is the Trump 30% plus the 8% he inherited from history, so 38%. And all of those are extra costs being charged to Americans and will either go through to higher price tags in the store or lower profit margins for the store that's selling it to you. But from past experience, most of it's going to be higher price tags for Americans.